What is going on, YouTube? We got a lot to discuss, man, because it's Alex Pereira fight week. It's Alex Pereira fight week. Look, man, UFC 320 takes place this week. Hey, man, we got a lot to discuss. We gonna call this MMA news episode number 6. I've been slacking. I haven't done MMA news in 2 weeks. I had a lot of shit going on. And we just gonna get right into it, man. Alex Pereira, Pereira Ankalaev, they've been beefing. They've been trying to, sell the fight, spice up the fights a little bit. Hold on, let me get my messages off the screen. My bad. Get off my dick. Yeah, they ran into each other at the PI. As we all know, Ankalaev's been talking crazy. He's been talking shit on the internet for the past year. And Alex Pereira called his bluff, man. He said he was Ankalaev was hiding from him the other day. So then the next day, they ran into each other at the PI. And as you all know, I'm sure this happened days ago. So I'm sure you know, they got into a Google.
То же самое, не нужно словами бросаться. Мы ожидаем что-то октября будет. Давайте сделаем это в ринге. Зачем говорить пустые слова?
Eu não falei nada, ele sempre falou. Eu nunca falei nada.
The whole time, we're not gonna watch the whole thing because like that whole video, but the entire premise of the video was Alex Pereira called Ankalaev a coward because he talking all that shit on Twitter, and then when it's time to see each other at the PI during fight week or leading up to fight week, Ankalaev hid in the room. He agreed to hide in the room from the lady. But Ankalaev, he been dropping some valid ass bars, okay? At the end of the conversation, Ankalaev goes, "No, Shama, let's go." This shit actually funny. As a Pereira fan, as a Poatan fan, this is actually fucking hilarious.
Basicamente eles seguraram ele aí e falaram, você não pode sair agora.
Mas tá bom.
Mas o que ele tá falando?
No Shama, let's go. October 4.
Yo, Alex goes, "Shama." He said, "Hey, no, Shama. Hey, look, I'm excited as fuck for this fight, man. I'm excited as a bitch, man. Look, they've been chirping at each other for especially the last week and a half, 2 weeks. They've been chirping at each other, talking about how the UFC cold open dropped, and they've been talking about how Alex has been saying Ankalaev's not a good champ. He ain't been doing this and that. He barely touched me in this fight. So it's a good build up. People starting to say that it's kind of annoying because people not used to seeing Alex Pereira talk. And if you're an Alex fan, you've known since he started that YouTube channel, he's been talking. Like he's been talking. He's been the same Alex. He does seem a little more annoyed, but Alex has been talking. He's been friends with Nina Drama. He's been doing things with Nina Drama. He's been doing this, that, and the third. You can go back to when he was at middleweight, when he was fucking doing the Pikachu shit. When him and Nina gifted him the Pikachu thing. He's the Pikachu. Like, he's been doing shit with Nina. He's been expressing himself. But for some reason, since he lost, people have just been on his dick about showing any type of personality outside of saying Shama. So it's been kind of annoying to be on the internet lately. But hey, as stupid as Google Translate arguments are, they've been entertaining me the last couple of days. This is what I was talking about in the cold open that the UFC dropped. Ankalaev says this rematch isn't a chance for Alex to redeem himself. It's a chance for me to finish him. You got it, big bro. You got it, big bro. I wonder if my comment here. Look, this is my comment. As an Alex fan, this is a ridiculously cold line. That shit tough. I ain't gonna lie. If I was an Ankalaev fan, I'd be, you know what I'm saying? I'd be dick riding if I was an Ankalaev fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's cold as fuck. Some more shit they've been talking. People are stupidly trying to come at Alex Pereira's his skills and his power and shit. This is Ankalaev's coach, but I've been seeing people talk about this on the internet. Ankalaev's coach today says Alex is an old kickboxer. He has no speed. He has a powerful punch. Alex has a punch, but not the kind that can really knock you out. Might be the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Alex Pereira's whole persona, him as a UFC fighter, is that he's like the most powerful nigga ever. That's his whole shit. If Alex Pereira don't have nothing in life, he has power. This would be like saying Ilia Topuria doesn't have power. It's just stupid as fuck. This would be like saying Conor McGregor has no power. Shit like that. Like people whose entire fighting style, or one of like some of like the majority part of their fighting style is power, or comes from them being able to shut somebody's lights off like that, like a touch of death kind of. And you're saying that he doesn't have power. Stupid as fuck. But this is Ankalaev's coach, so I love to hear this during the build-up, because it's gonna come back to bite somebody in the ass come Saturday night. Now, this is an interview Alex did. Now, as we all know, we got the we all know that Alex Pereira was injured. That was the whole, not the whole narrative, but that was what came out after the fight, after the first fight back in March. Alex Pereira was injured. He had a broken hand. He had this and that going on. And Alex addressed this on Ariel Helwani's show, like after the fight, like about a couple weeks to a month after the fight, where Ariel asked him, and he said he doesn't want to put any excuses out there. He doesn't want to do this, that, and the third. He's going to come into the next fight better. Now, in an interview, this is after things have already gotten heated up. In an interview, that Alex Pereira did 2 days ago, he was asked about how he felt during the first fight, and this
with that is not cool. But honestly, man, like if I put together everything that was going on with me, and I'm not gonna say right now, it makes me even happy that I was able to do the fight that I did under everything that was going on with me. I'm not trying to talk over there, anything like that. Of course, I'm not happy that with the loss, but knowing my potential and, like, you know what I mean, the way that I fought, you know what I mean, I'm actually even surprised that I was able to fight like that under everything that was going on with me.
What was the most difficult part about dealing with Ankalaev in your first fight in March?
I think the conditions that I was coming to that fight, that I had coming to that fight.
So, I mean, were you 50% of what you normally are in that fight? 40%? Are you willing to put a number on it?
Honestly, I was about 40% on that fight, on that night.
Wow.
And obviously, it's going to be much more this time. But if I'm only 50%, that 10% is going to make such a great difference. They're going to leave no doubt for everybody. Deal with that.
Now, that was obviously Pelinio Cruz talking over Alex, translating him in English. But hey, as they say, nobody comes into a fight 100%. There's always nicks and aches and pains that you got. But I do believe that Alex, like, obviously looked a little off in that fight. Now, you can attest that to Magomed Ankalaev 100%. I think Alex was afraid of the takedown threat. Or not afraid, might not be the word. He was a little tense, a little scared of it. So he fought a little gun shy. But he obviously looked a little injured. And if he says he was at 40%, I'm not going to. Alex isn't the type of person to lie. As a fan, he's not the type of person to do all that. Like, we heard the same shit after the Khalil fight, how he was hurt. But he won, so it was okay. But, like, he was hurt in the Khalil fight. He had neurovirus and everything. You could hear him coughing. Like, in the corner while he was fighting, he was coughing in the corner. He was coughing during the post-fight. He was coughing at the post-fight interviews. He was hurt. He explained that he was hurt. Now he's saying here that he was 40% after all the injury updates came out anyway. I believe him. I think we'll see a completely different version of Alex Pereira come Saturday. And I think we'll see a better version of Magomed Ankalaev, man. This is going to be a great fight, I believe. Alex is also debuting the new shorts this week. People are trying to say that they don't see the difference. You're a fucking moron if you don't see the difference in these shorts. I like them. I do like them. A lot of, like, retirement shorts ruined them. Fruity Pebble ass sports. This dude is the worst thing that, like, people are switching on Alex Pereira, and it's the funniest, gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, there's no reason to switch on the best thing in the sport. Alex Pereira, without a shadow of a doubt, is the best thing in MMA right now. Like Conor McGregor isn't an MMA athlete anymore. He's not. He's not a UFC athlete. John Jones is gone. So the main attractors in the UFC are Alex Pereira, Ilia Topuria. Israel Adesanya still attracts that casual audience, I'm going to say. Not as much as Alex and Ilia, but he still attracts that audience. they don't have any superstars. Alex Pereira is the biggest star in the sport, and you got people who just wanna what's the word? People just wanna be different, and like and they can't have an opinion outside of like where they come from, or you know what I'm saying? They just want to be different. Like if you are a fan of MMA, you want Alex Pereira to win this fight. If you're a neutral fan, say you're not a fan of Ankalaev, you're not a fan of Alex Pereira, you should want Alex Pereira to win this fight. He fights more often. He has way better fights. He's more entertaining. There's a laundry list of reasons. Like we could get a fucking Alex Pereira Tom Aspinall or Alex Pereira Cyril Gane matchup for a 3-division champ. There is no rhyme or reason for you to root for Magomed Ankalaev unless you are a fan of Ankalaev pre-Alex Pereira, you know? It's just so weird. And last thing I want to touch up on their beef. Magomed Ankalaev says Alex was greased in this fight. I'm not gonna even discuss that. Well, I am, but greased is fucking crazy. I told my coach right away I felt like he was greased. I'm not accusing him of anything, but these things happen. I train every day. You can feel when people are slippery. Like it's just stupid. I think he's cheating. I'm not accusing him of anything. Literally. In no way was Alex Pereira greased. I mean, if he was greased, I don't think you would have been able to hold him against the cage for as long as you did some of those times, especially in round 4 when that was the entire round was you holding him against the cage. But again, it's the back and forth banter that we need. As stupid as the Google Translate beef is and all of that, this is the back and forth that we need. Now, the fight week, leading up to this fight week, it was damn near dead. But now that the fight week is approached, like last week, I'm starting to see more and more buzz. Now, especially today, it's Monday. I don't want to date the video, but it's Monday. People are, Sports Center, ESPN's actual pages are starting to post Alex Pereira and shit now, and Magomed Ankalaev. It's that time. So, good to see in the sport right now. Very excited for the fight. I will be at the fight vlogging. I'm going to try to stream. I'm going to see how that works, but I will be vlogging for sure. Vlogging my entire trip from the airport to the fucking everything I'm doing in Vegas. I will be there. And I'll be wearing this. Shama. But moving on, though. We got some fight announcements. Beneil Dariush takes on Benoit Saint-Denis at UFC 322. NMSG on the Islam JDM card. Good fight. Fire fight. I'm glad Benoit is hopping right in there after taking literally no damage against Mauricio Huffy. He took he ate an elbow, I believe, or ate like a clean right hand, but that was it. I mean, he probably ate harder ones in training. So this would be a good fight to add onto the card, like the opening fight of the main card or like the prelim main event. UFC 322 is stacking up to be a great card. Off the top of my head, I know they got Islam JDM, obviously. They have Valentina Shevchenko, Zhang Weili. They have Carlos Prates, Leon Edwards. Like, that in and of itself is already fucking amazing. But then you got, this fight is now on there. There's also, I know what's on that fucking card. Let's do this live. A bunch of shit got announced for that card. And I'm drawing a fucking blank. Yeah, Roman Kopylov, Gregory Rodriguez, great fight. Bo Nickel, Rodolfo Vieira should be a good grappling matchup. Kyle Dawkins, Gerald Meerschaert should be good. Like, you know, not even trolling. That should be a decent, like, scrap. This better be on the prelims. But there was more fights that were going to be on this card. But, I mean, UFC 322 is looking like a great card. Yeah, moving on, though. We're going to get back to this fucker later. Moving on, Gabriel Bonfirm versus Randy Brown. They were supposed to be on the UFC Rio card, and they got rebooked to the fucking main event of a fight night. I can't with the Ep6. This is at best a feature fight on a fight night. I don't know how the matchup between unranked and number 13 grants you a main event spot at a fight night. I don't fucking get it. But this is disgusting by the UFC. It really is. Another fight that got announced, Miktikbek Orolbai is making his debut at welterweight, and Jack Hermanson is making his debut at welterweight at UFC Qatar, which should be headlined by, Arman Sarukian and Dan Hooker. Weird matchup. Orolbai will probably destroy Jack Hermanson. It's gonna be weird because Jack's not like a small middleweight. He's pretty beefy. He's pretty muscular. So it's gonna be. I wonder how that weight cut's gonna go. Qatar is fixing to be a pretty decent card if they have the right main event, which should get announced soon because this takes place November 22nd. So like a 6 to 8 week camp will be ideal for most fighters. So they should fucking announce that pretty soon. Arman Sarukian, will get to him later. But yeah, this is a weird fight. I'm gonna take Miktikbek Orolbai. But yeah. And if you're wondering why my DMs keep popping up, I don't know why. But if I cared enough, like I don't text nobody on Twitter. I don't DM anybody on Twitter. The Skittle shit, that was because I tagged them on a post and they messaged me trying to fix shit, and then I don't text anybody I don't DM people on Twitter, so don't really care that much. Otherwise I would have restarted the video. But more fight call-outs. Giga Chikadze has entered the chat calling out Gene Silva. Hey Gene, I see you calling out Yair for December. Respect that hustle, but you and I both got something to prove after our last fights. You were 10, I was 12. I think Gene Silva would absolutely destroy Giga Chikadze by whatever he wants. Giga can try to play the range game, but don't let Gene Silva losing to Diego Lopez fool you. Diego Lopez is the second best featherweight on the roster, under Volk. I think he's better than Mavzar. Gene Silva was doing well until he just got a little too crazy. I hope they don't book this because, Giga's sat out for fucking forever. I don't remember the last time he fought. It was at the beginning of the year or it was at the end of last year. Did he fight? He fought David Onama, I think. I think that's what it was. He fought David Onama and he got beat. I think that's what it was. Don't give him that. Please don't give Gene Silva that. That'll kill his hype train even more than it's already killed because people have already been starting to hate him. Now they hate him even more. Gene Silva, I'm talking about. So keep Giga Chikadze away from Gene Silva in that shit matchup. Moving on though, George Masvidal is calling out Leon Edwards. He's saying he'll beat the fuck out of him at the White House. Man, look, man. Everybody's obsessed with this fucking White House. Again, we'll get to that later. Everybody's obsessed with this White House card. All you motherfuckers can't fight on the White House card. You know what I'm saying? We got like John Jones, Conor McGregor, Khamzat Chimaev, Ilya Topuria. Like all y'all niggas can't fight on this card at the same time. You know, UFC's not putting John Jones on there. The UFC probably wants Ilya Topuria to fight early on in the year. So unless he gets like a flatline KO, he's not making that quick turnaround, I don't think. All you motherfuckers can't fight on the White House card. There have to be some other cards for you to be spread out on. White House is a big card. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. But like Leon and Jorge Masvidal in 2025, or 2026 at that point, like I don't want to fucking see that. I don't want to see George fight again at all, let alone fight Leon in 2026. In 2020 or 2021, fine. In 2026, I don't give a fuck. Speaking of the White House, Conor McGregor has been going on a fucking tangent. Conor McGregor has been talking about he's been talking to the fucking Trump administration and he wants $100 million and he wants 100 golden visas to fight at the White House. Just a bunch of dumb shit. Like, bro, just go. I would, if I was Conor McGregor and I was like up hundreds of millions of dollars, probably close to $1 billion, I would never fight again, bro. Like, and you're doing all this dumb shit. Like, I'm not negotiating with the UFC. I'm negotiating with the Trump administration. It's just so dumb, man. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. I would rather have Conor headline or co-main event the White House than John Jones. But bro, like, blood, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? The fall from grace is so sad. I love Conor McGregor, but his fall from grace is just fucking ugh. But moving on though, Israel Adesanya admits that he's moved on from his Sean Strickland rematch. That's fucking retarded. That's so stupid. Sean Strickland's his suspension is up in a month and a half, I believe. So now all of a sudden you want to move on from him. Have you been talking about Sean Strickland since the night he beat you? It kind of sounds to me like the UFC wants to throw him on a card immediately. Like the UFC wants to throw him on. They need him for December. Let's throw him on the December card. Stupid, but you know, who fuck cares? This is fucking bothering me. Adrian Yanez will fight Christian Quinones, whatever, on a fucking Ep6 card. Now listen, I'm gonna get my little rant out the way real quick. Adrian Yanez, this is his return to the octagon. Bro, so many prospects, so many people have been calling out Adrian Yanez over the last couple months. Peyton Talbot, Malcolm Wellmaker had Adrian in his mouth. And Kevin Vallejos mentioned Adrian Yanez. It's all so fucking dumb to me why they would book this matchup against Christian, who's making his return. I think I should have said, why you would not book them. Like Peyton Talbot fought Felipe Lima in June. Why is he not? How does he not have a fight scheduled for the end of the year yet? Malcolm Wellmaker got a layup in Chris Moutinho in Atlanta in June. How does he not have a fight booked for like the prelim headliner of MSG? Or how does he not on the Alex Pereira card? Or how is he not in Abu Dhabi? Or how is he not in the December pay-per-view yet? It's against Adrian Yanez. And that you booked Adrian Yanez, and these fighters don't have people to fight right now because they're not fucking signed, and they keep talking about they're running away from each other, or people are running away from them. Nigga, hey, book Malcolm Wellmaker versus Peyton Talbot. Please book it. Please book it. You could book that as a fucking. You can book that as that could have opened up the main card at MSG. That could have been the feature fight at MSG at that point. Like, book them. Why are we making this matchup right now? It's just I don't understand. I don't understand. Adrian Yanez should have been fed to one of those young, hungry prospects that's been calling for him, not Christian whatever. Moving on though, bro. Dana did a 60 Minutes interview yesterday, and he hints that the fighter pay is gonna go up. Fighter pay is gonna be real good. Yeah, 15 for 15 instead of 10 for 10. Yeah, for sure. We're getting this shit out the way quick. Vanderlei Silva got brutally KO'd the other day. He got fucking slept. I guess he let him get too fucking close. I can't let you get close. He got slept out cold. He deserved it. Everybody knows Vanderlei's crazy as fuck. Big ass bully. He deserved to get slept the way he did. Knocked out cold. He got disqualified from his boxing match because he was constantly headbutting his opponent, who he weighed 50 pounds over. So I don't really care about Vanderlei getting KO'd. He should stop fighting. But funny to see, I guess. Dana White posted yesterday, tomorrow should be a good day. Everybody's wondering, like, oh, is he gonna announce the December pay-per-view, this, that, and the third? No, just wants to announce that Paramount has the Zuffa boxing rights. Yeah, guys. Are you not super surprised? Holy fuck. Paramount and Zuffa boxing? Yeah, that was a big Dana White announcement. Who cares? If you're watching boxing in 2025, going on in 2026, trying to actually watch it and like be a fan, you have just do something else with your life, man. I don't know. But speaking of boxing, though, Canelo Crawford. Just to summarize this, I kind of want to put this in here because it's so weird. He was given a parade because it was his birthday, and he got pulled over and held at gunpoint because they thought he had a gun and they thought he couldn't, they thought he wasn't registered to own it. It's so weird that we still see this, especially on the day that you were honored. They gave him a fucking parade in the city, and then later that night he gets pulled over, and now the charges are all dropped. Yeah, September is the month for Terrence Crawford because he's gonna get fucking paid. You get $100 million from whooping Canelo, and he's gonna get a couple million from this city because he's going to sue them. I'm assuming getting held at gunpoint for this it's despicable. I don't know how we're still doing this in 2025. But I just wanted to include this last bit because I fucking hate Arman Tsarukyan and Paddy Pimblett. Paddy's in Battlefield trailers and doing everything but getting a fight booked. And Arman Tsarukyan, the rich bastard, is eating big-ass croissants and dunking them in whatever this big-ass cup is and recording it like this is an entertaining video. I don't know. Again, I do not know how the top 6 in lightweight do not have fights booked. I just genuinely do not. I don't understand. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at lightweight, shall we? Ilya Topuria, no fight booked. Arman Tsarukyan, no fight booked. Max Holloway, no fight booked. He's booked. No fight booked. No fight booked. No fight booked. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Arman Tsarukyan has not fought since UFC 300, April 13th of 2024. Max Holloway fought Dustin Poirier in July. He took a little bit of damage. Give him some time. He should have been back by the end of the year. He should, at the latest, be back by February. Charles Oliveira, who just got fucking slept out cold, the coldest he's ever been knocked out in his fucking life, is back fighting before everyone else. Justin Gaethje, no fight booked, hasn't fought since March. Dan Hooker hasn't fought since August 2024, no fight booked. Paddy Pimblett, easy win against Michael Chandler, hasn't fought since April. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. Really excited for Pereira Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira. You know what I'm saying? Really excited. We go. Look, man. I got the. Man, I'm finna go with kickboxing this week. You know what I'm saying? You know how I'm feeling like, man. Who am I feeling like this week? Alex Pereira, Pereira Ankalaev fight week, and I want to do something special for y'all. Every day this week, there's going to be a new video. Every day, Monday to Sunday, there's going to be a new video every single day. So be looking out every day of the week for a new video. If you stayed this long in the video, Shama. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.